Hello and welcome back to Nightly Nerds. I'm Tote.
And I'm Ginger, and we're in our first spooky, scary place.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
You alright over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Because you had a little bit of a butt clench sound going on. You remember this area?
Yeah, I remember this area sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Light the torches. And they all get blown out, so don't light too many of them, I think. If I remember correctly.
Okay, I need to pull you down because I think I can. Nope, I can't open you. It's fine. Oh, okay. I'm not opening that door yet.
Excuse me.
What? Did you just fart over there?
No, I just breathed loudly into the microphone.
I remember this was a time we kept messing with each other really bad.
Let me go. I won't tell anyone. I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone.
All right, that was dramatic. Oh, I remember this spot.
There was my mom used to work at a like a family health resources place.
Okay.
And it was in an old chapel.
Gotcha.
And they had an upstairs. I never went upstairs there. And they had a basement area. And man, I would not go in that basement by myself. It was so scary. It was just a creepy old building.
That totally says walk in here.
And it's rusted shut. I'll do like a wrench or something.
Something.
But yeah, it was just one of those. Oh gosh.
What was that?
I don't know.
It was like an arc popping or something. It wasn't in the game. Something around us.
I don't know. Static?
Maybe.
It sounded like it came from over here by the trash. Might be something in the trash can. A piece of plastic popped.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, I would not go down in that basement on my own. It was just too scary. And my mom used to tell me, like, they would have no one upstairs. Like, the counselors would all be home. And you'd hear stuff moving up there. You know? Which means it was probably, like, rodents. You know? But, I mean...
Half. Oh, man.
When you're a kid, you're like, nope, I ain't going down there. Isn't there another door behind you?
There is. I just don't really want to go in it. Like over here.
That one. Like you're opening those doors like a Band-Aid, huh?
Oh, I'm just... If I die, I die. It's going to scare the crap out of me, but...
There's a hammer.
At least I'll know what happens.
Oh, yeah, but it'll glow, right, if you need it.
Yeah, it'll have a hue to it.
An aura.
I'm going to search this room. So I'm going to light a couple. There we go. There we go. Haha.
Hey. Oil. Laudanum.
What's my health looking like? A few cuts and bruises, so I could use that. It'd be nice. Top off the oil a little bit.
Didn't I say that last time we had laudanum? Like,
Possibly?
Wyatt Earp's second wife or something died from an overdose of laudanum.
Okay, now, hey. Probably.
It's like opium and alcohol mix or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like it's an old world drug. Got 9 of them. Don't want to use too many of them. I believe we came down those stairs.
Yeah, I believe so. I think you're right.
Okay, yeah.
So that was everything?
No,
Except for this
door. Something's gonna jump out and I'm gonna scream like a little girl, but...
What are those, bricks?
Yeah, it looks like it. Not touching the notes usually bad. Usually trigger something. Just double checking.
So do you have any like spooky, scary moments in your life?
I mean, no, actually, I was an evil little bastard of a kid.
Oh, what do you mean? You're
Okay.
the one causing the spooky scare?
Yes. There was a time me and my brother were sitting down watching Pit and the Pendulum. Very old movie.
It's isn't that what's his name?
It's Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah,
I don't know who did the movie,
the Ravens.
but
Baltimore.
I remember we were watching it, and it was
Ray
a good
Lewis
movie. I
murder.
enjoyed it. Probably wasn't a super amazing movie, but as a kid, the fact that I could sit down and enjoy that kind of movie,
Yeah.
an old movie like that too. This is back to the hall. Yep, my leg is twitching for no reason. It's bugging me.
Maybe you have multiple sclerosis.
Maybe.
No.
But so we were sitting there watching it, and it was like we had like kind of an L set up with our seating. Like we had a futon, and we had like a regular couch, and it was like set up in an L facing our TV. And I was sitting on the one against the wall, so the futon didn't have anything immediately behind it. Yep, there's the bad stuff. Glad I closed that door. Yeah, and so we were sitting there watching the movie, and I picked up like some semi-hard plastic, the ones that crinkle when you touch it.
Yeah.
And I had that behind the futon, and I had it so close behind and under the futon that I was able to click it every now and then, and scare the crap out of my brother. And he kept looking back in the hallway towards our bedrooms. He's like, "What the heck was that?" Hold on, just fixing my headset.
While you're doing that, let me check something real fast.
Okay, pausing real quick.
Nope, not really pausing, but all right.
And we're recording still.
I'm just making sure in case that click was something.
Yeah. And yeah, I would click it every now and then I would stop.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
Then I would click it
He was
again,
freaking out.
and I would stop. And it freaked him out. It was wonderful.
I was thinking, I've been scared by movies and from movies and whatever, but I'm talking about like something that may have or may not have been supernatural, but you couldn't explain it. You know what I mean?
There might be something. Hold on, I'm just making sure I'm going the right way.
Yeah, we have not been down here yet.
No, we've been down here before.
Sure?
Yeah, it was the other way.
That doesn't look familiar to me.
I'm running out of lantern again. No, like I've haven't really had much scare me.
I remember when I was in high school, my junior year. Me and Nick, we went to Boy State, and I don't know if everywhere does this, like every state does it, but I think they do. But Nevada does it, and Boy State is, I think there's also a girl state. And what they do is it's usually people who are into politics or debating and stuff, and we weren't into that. We were
I
ROTC
think I
nerds.
remember you talking this about a lot.
Yeah.
Another session.
No, I haven't talked about it at all. I'm pretty sure. I probably just talked to you about it before.
Possibly. What
Um,
am I missing?
you have something in your inventory that can combine. I know that.
Maybe. I think.
But yeah, that and the drill thing. Like you select them both or something. I don't know. But
Part of a broken hand drill.
and there's the drill.
Yeah, but anytime I try and pull it out, it...
There was a whole thing on the screen that was telling you how to do it.
Alright, let me go through the mementos. I apologize. Rubble from the cave in the storage. Find a way to get through. Darkness in the storage feels strange and unnatural. Find a way to start the engine that powers the elevator. Find the key that unlocks the door leading to the machine room. Well, I found that key. Maybe... Like I said, I looked up kind of where to go, just not so much... I mean, there's got to be something bad behind that. So let's try... So, continuing your thought.
Oh, yes. But yeah, so I went to Boy State. It's kind of like a Future Leaders of America thing. Usually people on debate teams and stuff go to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a group of kids that take them up, and basically you take over the state legislature for like half a day.
Yes.
But it's
I
a whole
remember
week-long
this.
thing where we went to UNR, University of Reno. We stayed on their campus. It was during the summer, so it was mostly empty. And we stayed in the dorms, and we separated us by floor. Each floor was representing a false city. We elected our own governments and all this stuff. And they put us through like physical stuff and try to make us, cohesive units of towns and force us to be friends and whatever. It kind of worked, but I didn't stay in contact with any of them at all. But and me and my buddy Nick, we weren't on debate clubs or anything like that. We were just ROTC, but our school was this ghetto, inner city school. We didn't have a debate club, but so they sent us. But it was fun. It was worth it. But on the way back, so we drove, and if anyone has ever been to Nevada, there's Las Vegas, and then there's nothing.
And then there's Reno.
Then there's
Carson
Reno
City.
and Carson City, and then nothing.
And then California.
Yeah, and then California or Idaho or Utah.
There it is.
When we were on our way back, it was right around sunset. Ooh, did you see something?
Nope.
I thought I saw something.
Okay, so if I go... Oh, I don't know how to combine these. No object to use it on.
So anyways, we're on our way back, and it's just before sunset. We're in the bus full of teenagers. Honestly, if there had been girls there, it would have been a horror movie.
Yeah.
But it was just all boys. It still could be a horror movie.
I don't have any lantern oil.
And a couple of adults and the bus driver. And we get a blowout. And I swear, I think Jeepers Creepers 2 had just come out, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was later.
I know exactly where you're going with that.
But yeah, so the tire blows out, and we're in the middle of nowhere. Nevada. It's all just flat desert all around us. And we blow out right next to an old abandoned gas station. So you look across the highway and there's nothing.
Yeah.
You look down the highway, there's nothing. You look down the other way, there's nothing. There's this old abandoned gas station, like 50s diner style gas station, but completely abandoned. There's like sand built up to the on the gas pumps, and it's an old style gas pump, and like I've never seen a gas pump like that except for in a movie, that old. And so we're just stuck out there.
Yeah.
Well, eventually they let us off the bus because you can't just keep a bunch of teenagers on a bus for however long. We had to wait for a truck from the bus company from like the
Come on.
to come in and we're going crazy.
Let me check my stats here.
Your dad's going crazy.
Head is pounding, hands are shaking.
Stand in the light for a bit. So we get off the bus. So we start wandering this property where this gas station is, and the sun's going down. And I mean, this is like right out of a script for a horror movie, I swear.
Okay.
But we
Okay.
bouquet. So we go into this thing, and it's just full. It's all destroyed. People have been there before. It's got graffiti, but I remember on the floor were crowns of thorns.
Crowns of thorns.
Like someone had weaved together, like. Like small wreaths or crowns you could wear in your head, or like what do you call those? Tiaras, but made of like thorny, like made of thorns, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally was like what in any movie you ever see where Christ and he's wearing the crown of thorns. That's what they were.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, that's weird. And we go out we're kind of exploring this building, and we go out the back, and there's like an old commune back there, like like these these little houses, right? But it's all abandoned. There's like an old VW bus. And this is 2002.
2002.
There's like an old VW bus rusting away.
It's usually a good sign of a commune.
And these houses, right? So we start exploring the houses one by one. And it was nothing too crazy, but it's getting darker and darker as the sun's going down. And one thing was cool. I found this big pile of rocks. It was Apache tears or obsidian.
Oh, okay.
I was like, cool. So I took a handful of that. Just took it. And but
Dragon glass.
Going into these houses, I remember we found like like a beta tapes.
Oh yeah.
We found some of those. It was like old 80s beta porn.
Oh goodness.
Which was weird.
Yeah.
And then And then there was this one house we went to, and this is like right as it's getting dark, and every house has kind of been the same. Like it was like a kitchen, a small living room, and like a little breakaway where there's a room and a bathroom. And it was it, you know. And we opened this one, and the floor is gone.
Oh goodness!
Right, the center of it is just a hole, and you couldn't see the bottom. And it just went down, and it was like you could feel like the evil. Well, I don't know about, I won't say the evil, but you could feel like the
unease
in everybody as we saw this. Like it just sucked the air out of us, and we were all like sitting there looking at it, and we're like, yeah, we're not going in there. You know what I mean? It was like,
yeah.
And I remember looking at one of the guys, and he looked at me. I was like, we got to get out of here. And he's like, yeah, we got to get out.
You got to get out of here.
And I swear, if it was a horror movie, we would have shut the door, and whatever was down there was going to crawl out. And then, I mean, we ended up going back to by the time it got dark, all the leaders were like, all right, everyone get back on the bus because we're going to lose somebody and get sued. So we all got back on the bus, and then it was like, I mean, it was pitch black by the time the tow truck got there and changed the tire and everything. Not tow truck, but they had to get a truck and lift and get a new tire and everything. I think we lost more than one. I don't know exactly. But I mean, it totally could have been just a horror movie. And that creeped me out.
Tote and his Tote horror movie.
I mean, at the time, I wasn't thinking that. I remember when I thought of it later.
Oh. We're going to definitely have to look stuff up for that.
No, isn't there a letter in here or something?
Oh, there's the cockroaches on the screen.
Oh. You know, if you have a smaller screen, it's a lot creepier. That's a big roach that's on my screen right now.
But that's good. We're going to have to end that episode here.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I must have scared your guy talking about I mean, it wasn't that scary. It was just creepy. It was like, because you're going through this place, people used to live here, and it's abandoned.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of like when you see pictures of Chernobyl.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like that. Anyway, so on that note, we'll end the episode here. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And as always, feedback.
And share your creepy stories.
Yeah, we actually would love to hear these creepy stories. As much as it's going to scare the pants out of us, we would love to hear them.
So yeah, anyways, so that's it for this. This is Nightly Nerds. I'm Tote.
And I'm Ginger.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye-bye. Hey, did you like that video?
Well, if you did, click the box on the right for another.
Click the box on the left for a playlist.
Of course, you could always just subscribe by clicking the link in the middle.
Come find us on social media.
There are links in the description below.
Don't be afraid to leave us a comment.
Thanks for watching. I'm Tote.
I'm Ginger. See you then.
Bye.